Have you had your valley experience? Have you had that dark moment? Listen, let's talk about it next on the Given a Purpose podcast. Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs and lows, lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. I'm your host, as always, Mr. LA. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in this week, but you already know what that means. That means new energy for this week, new energy for this day. So I need you to stay focused. I need you to stay locked in. I need you to make sure that you guys are doing the things that you need to do to accomplish. I already told you we're on the second half of the year. So don't lose focus. Don't lose momentum. Stay disciplined, stay committed, and have that consistency. You know what it is. All right, man. I'm so glad that you guys are here with us today. But check this out. I need you guys to do me a favor. If you haven't, if this is your first time, listen, in that corner over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you are locked in every week. New fresh weekly episodes every week. So make sure you check that out, man. Listen, I want to kind of talk to you guys about what's your valley experience. All right. It could be different things for different people, but what was your valley experience, man? I've had so many in my life, and I've just been thankful enough to first survive all of them, but two, I've had an opportunity to learn from them and understand that that's where it's a part of the process, one, but two, it is also a growth part. It is also a time where I learn a lot as well. And there's been many dark moments, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times when I'm by myself and there's silence and it's dark, that's where I hear God the most. That's where my creativity starts. Listen, we know God actually created the world when it was dark, right? So, but I also want to talk to you guys about, in that moment, how are you feeling? What changed? All right. I think about a lot, and it helped me get to me being the self-investment person that I am, or investing in myself, is when I look back, a lot of the things that I said that I was going to do, and they never happened. Now, most of them I can say, I'll just take accountability, right? And say it was me, right? I think about the goals I had as a kid. I never wanted my mom to pay for college. I wanted to play sports. I wanted to be a professional athlete. There were dark times when I didn't want to finish college. Didn't feel like I was a school person. There's also the moment where I almost lost my life. You know, I had these real bad ulcers, and it was just like, man. But if I just go from that moment, if you can just go with me for a moment, man. I remember that time when I was in the hospital, right? And I'm a natural fighter, right? So when something happens, I'm ready to, like, all right, I got to push through this. I got to do this, right? But when I was in that valley experience, when I was in that dark mode, I know we have a lot of that on our phone, so we can actually see better and higher, like, wow, that just dropped out of nowhere. But we have those times where when I was sitting there, right? And God told me, I created this moment for you to rest. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to focus on resting, right? I need you to chill out and get some rest. I don't need you to be in fighter mode, right? And that's why I was learning a lot about myself. And I was learning, I think that's the great turning point that I had about inner peace, right? But I learned that in the valley mode where there's not a lot of sun coming in, right? Right? It's when sometimes, like I said, when I am alone and it's dark, sometimes when my mind is at rest, right? And like I said, man, I just had so many moments where I felt like I disappointed other people and I was disappointed in myself. But I realized that it was a part of the process to me getting to where I am. Man, I had an opportunity, man, and I'm just so thankful for um, a good friend of mine who has a program that I help out with that I do in the summers. And it's through SYEP. And I have an opportunity to talk to some teenagers, right? And the great thing that I loved about talking to these teenagers, I can exchange because of their background and their the things that they're going through. I'm allowed to be vulnerable and share my dark moments like the ones I just shared with you, and not being accomplished in that you don't have to have it all figured out at your age, and that you can overcome it, and you are better than your circumstance, right? And then it makes those dark times when God was trying to speak to me, and then those dark times when I was learning a lesson and I was becoming a better me, didn't know it at that time, but when I was becoming a better me, then now I can share that story, right? And now it becomes not reality for them, but it becomes something that they can hold on to and that they can relate to. And I tell them all the time, you are the secret sauce, right? You are the key to your creativity, to where you want to go, to who you want to be, and you are the key to helping someone else. Like if you want these dreams and these goals and these things to happen, you are the secret sauce. There are some things that you're going to have to go through, right? There are some things that you go through that are created from you, and there are some things that just happens because it's life. But guess what? You can overcome it. You can be better from it. There are going to be some dark moments where you don't know where things are going to go from. I've had moments where I'm just like, man, I got to stretch $30 until the next time I get paid. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to nibble on this or eat oodles and noodles here, maybe eat a Pop-Tart here. And this was heavy. I was heavy into the dollar menu, trying to survive, right? But understanding that this won't last, right? You can be better. And it also taught me in that moment, all right, you got to be better with your finances so you don't get back here. You got to do better. You got to have that discipline. You got to stay committed to the process, right? That's the thing that we miss a part of our success because we want it now. We don't want to sacrifice later, right? So we don't stay disciplined and we don't stay committed and we don't stay consistent. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. But you got to go through that valley experience. You got to go and switch sometimes into that dark mode, right? Because sometimes that's where in that dark mode, you get the best downloads. Man, hopefully this is helping somebody. I need you to not despise those dark experiences. I need you not to despise all those bad moments and bad experiences. Take the lesson from it, reshape it, and give it back to somebody. You heal from it. You be better. You don't have to build up a bunch of walls and different things like that. Heal from it. Learn from it. And help it to help somebody else. Help yourself first and then help somebody else. Don't despise the valley moment. Enjoy it. Take from it. Hear God in it. Man, I hope you guys got something out of that. Hopefully you guys got uplifted out of that. And hopefully you guys can relate to it. Man, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.